This is Fresh Air. I'm Terry Gross. So, how much worse can fallout from the mortgage crisis get? I wish we could give you a definitive answer. We can't. But we can offer some good explanations of what's been going on and how it's affecting us as consumers, investors, homeowners, and would-be home buyers. My guest, Gretchen Morgenson, is a financial reporter and columnist for the New York Times. She won a Pulitzer Prize for beat reporting in 2002. In the early 80s, she worked for a major stock brokerage. One of the latest developments in the crisis is yesterday's offer from billionaire investor Warren Buffett to reinsure $800 billion in municipal bonds, now insured by 3 companies that have taken a big hit on mortgages. We'll get to that story later. Gretchen Morgenson, welcome back to Fresh Air. Now, the last time we had you on, it was October 10th, and I had asked you about the state of the mortgage meltdown, and you said we were just in the eye of the storm and that we hadn't even begun to see some of the problems emerging from the mortgage practices. You were right. Things have gotten worse.
So unusual.
And I'm afraid to ask the question again, but I will anyways. Do you think we've seen the worst of it yet?
No, we haven't, Terry, and I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. One is that we have a massive number of interest rate resets coming later this year. These are mortgages that started out with a very low introductory teaser rate that then reset to much higher rates, and there is a vast number of those happening this summer and early fall. So a lot of people who took out mortgages in the 2005 market were agreeing to the teaser rates for 2 years, and now they're going to see their rates skyrocket. So that's one reason. Another reason is that we are starting to see some of the so-called pay option arm mortgages. This was one of the more esoteric products out there, but it allowed home buyers to kind of set the amount that they would pay on their mortgage. They didn't have to pay down principal if they didn't want to. They could pay a fraction of the interest rate. But at a certain point in time, the bank would stop allowing them that freedom if the loan became far bigger than the underlying asset or the house. So that point is also becoming closer. We're going to reach that point soon where people are going to have to start paying down the principal and pay a much higher interest rate. So those two things combined tell me that we are nowhere near the end of this line. And the response from Washington has been so sort of, lackluster that we're still dealing with problems that people have had who've already gotten into default and into delinquency.
Yeah, well, the Bush administration has just proposed Project Lifeline, which, the way I understand it, basically, if you're defaulting on